What's up, everybody? It's Kirk from Maximus. Yeah, it's been a while since I made a video. And YouTube has been behaving itself as of late and not banning people just for built-in ad blockers. Anyway, this video is going to be a nice, short, sweet video about getting back into MechWarrior and all the mods that have been released in order to make it even more fun and more replay value and just feels like a brand new game in a way. Now I'm going to leave in the post-edit a timer for the list of all these mods, but as you can see, the majority of them are on Steam, which makes your life so much easier because it automatically updates the mods for you. There you go. Advanced Career Start. Ignore the fact that it says supposedly conflicts with our mod. I don't know what I did wrong over there, but still, it works. You can just go to single player. Don't worry about the DLCs either. I know I have all the DLCs, but I think these mods work regardless without the DLCs. The only, like I said, if you get an our mech lab and you get the clan lab, then you pretty much don't have to worry about the DLCs. Okay, so I'm going to show you this in a second, but first of all, let's just show you, if you were to start, let's say if you want to be honorable and help House Kurita, and you really want to do it while they're fighting off the clans, you can't do that for a while because it starts you off at 30-15. And clans don't show up to 30-50 about then. So what you can do with Advanced Start is, hey, I want to play Kurita or Steiner, let's say. You can pick the year instead of 30-15. You can go Clan Invasion. You can even go to Dark Age, which is after the Clan Invasion, and that's when freaking Comstar goes to crap. And that's a very interesting time. After playing MechWarrior as long as I have, you usually get the 30-15, you usually get the Clan Wars, but afterwards you usually have no idea what goes on in-game. So, to play from what you learn in the lore is really cool. In fact, I'm gonna pick the Clan Invasion to show you that. I strongly recommend. It starts off with 3 mil. You never know what kind of mechs you're gonna start off with. Like, you might start off with mechs who have no engines or just completely terrible configuration. So I strongly recommend getting the plentiful start with 5 mil. Especially if you're coming back to MechWarrior and you haven't really played that much in the past, that's the way to go. Now, if you're a long-term veteran like I have and you want a challenge, yeah, I can understand you trying to put it stingy, but yeah. You got vanilla mechs, a bit more. You see, I would go through all these settings if you're going to stream this or do it offline. Get an idea in your head what you want to go for. And then go online and stream and say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Hard mode. Ooh, make it hard over lighter mechs or easier with start tonnage. Okay, too easy means start off with heavier mechs, I guess. Okay, so you go vanilla. A bit more means a little more tonnage. Too easy means you even have a lot of tonnage, and hard mode means they probably start you with enough of lights, which is interesting. I mean, lights can do their good, make you good money if you can find plenty of recon missions. Oh, that's another thing. Yet another mech lab allows you to pick out. Or hold on. Let's just say it's next. Let's go bit of hard mode. You pick out the number of pilots, you can pick out the number of mechs you start with. I just want to start. I'm not going to import anything because I have a lot of saves I can import from. Oops. I group that one up. Import. No. So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Okay. This is another important thing. As soon as you get that loaded up this screen, you're going to get a huge screen from YAML. That's going to give you options for almost everything. You're getting salvage, how many parts you need, how do you upgrade your weapons, how much it costs you to upgrade your Leopard. Yes, your Leopard now acts like the Argos from the Baltic game. Instead of being magically able to carry 400 tons of mechs and whatever loot you're carrying in the background, you actually have to upgrade it over time, which makes it interesting. On this, you're going to see I have 188 options for icons, which is really, really cool. I mean, some of these are really badass. I do hate though that a lot of them have words on them already, which kind of defeats the purpose of starting your own faction, because you're like, or your own mercenary group, because you're like, oh, I gotta name it after Panther. It's in the freaking logo. But not necessarily. That's rhinos, scorpions. Get out of here, it's going to blow. Save your ass. It's like Ordnance team right there. That's awesome. Treebird will appreciate this. Anywho, let me just sure, let's name after him. Oh, I can't do killers. Alright. First run detected. Yeah, you're going to see this message pop up. Ignore that. What it means is you're going to have very slow operations. The first time you load this up, things are going to be a little bit on the slow side. Hence the reason why I highly recommend not doing this on stream. Like, you set this up off stream, and then when you start streaming, you just load right in, and then everything will work much quicker. Anyway, first thing I want to show you is new mod, with these mods, sorry. Okay, I've been here. I'll load up my previous save, the one I used to start a campaign when I first installed all these mods. And as you can see here, here's your leopard. And it's going to give you all kinds of options, from travel to make lab to politics, human resources, make your pilots cheaper, etc., etc., etc. The main thing you want to pay attention to now is they changed it around your mech bay. Now mech bay 1 is the only one that can carry, starting off, mechs up to 100 tons. Every other mech bay, you have to upgrade them to go over 55. 55, 75 to 100 tons. So that's going to pay that attention to that when you start off. And in order to get, with the settings, you get to determine if you use points to upgrade, points plus money, or just straight up money that costs you to upgrade. For example, this requires 4 points, if I remember correctly. No, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't require any points. Nice. This one does. Okay, this requires, you see on the bottom there, 4 points, 1.5 mil to upgrade it. Alright, so pay attention to that. But there, yeah, this is the first, pretty much the first tree you want to work on when you start playing. And you can only get those points by completing Cantina missions, which, as you all know, are pretty random. Go away. Nobody cares. Yeah, another mech lab is going to show you mechs that are... You can deal with the engines, you can deal with the cores, the heat sinks. There's a lot of options. This is another reason why I want you to start off with the most money you can, because, like I said, they could possibly start you off with weird configurations or no engine at all. And you might have to jump around for a couple systems in order to find a system that actually has all the cores you need. Now, I'm making it hard myself by fighting for the propellants here. Not something I recommend for most players, especially new ones. Because propellants are quite evil. Stronghold defense contract, that's a fun one right there. I disabled... Oh, no, I did not. I need to disable the attack and defend missions. Well, not for this group that I have here, not this save. But if I were you, this is the symbol I was telling you about, the skull symbol for attack defend. And I would not recommend having attack and defend missions. I have pilot overhaul. Highly recommend that one. It makes your pilots, it gives you AI generated pilots. So if I were to go to barracks, this is what the commander looks like. All the different pilots look kind of cool. I have no idea why this one's all messed up. Can I remove this one? Yes, I can. Good. Ah, she got a. You can train them. You can get rid of faults they have. They have bonuses through. Is it pilot overhaul? Yeah, pilot overhaul mod gives you this. So you can train them, make them better. You can train them to get rid of negative perks. Their salary is very low thanks to the fact that I put a lot of points into reducing their paychecks, which is really nice. Let's see. Let's find a random. You can change the picture. You can change their way they sound. I don't remember. There's a commander on the bottom. Good. You could hire. Ignore this heroic thing, because I see heroic and then their stats are just not that great. I don't know why. I guess you have to train them up, or put more perks into them. What else I gotta show you? Mechs are not that expensive, surprisingly. I mean, 4 mil for a javelin. Yeah. There's some mechs. There's a sentinel. You won't see the icon here, but you will see it over here, to the right. Equipment, all kinds of new equipment to play with. If you're new coming back, I recommend going to options and putting your aim assist on high. If you're a veteran like me, you turn it off, and then what you do is eventually you buy yourself a target computer that does that for you. Go through offline and see what kind of settings best match your gameplay. Like upgrading your leopard, upgrading your mechs exploding, how many salvage you need, the difficulty, will be out pilots die, markets, you can make things more expensive. By default, this starts you off where you cannot access the black market, and you have to pay 3 mil underneath the upgrade screen on your leopard in order to afford it. Now, if you like wasted and you want something that's very hard, you can pick bonkers, you do balance, vanilla, etc. And another thing I like is, even if you think you're top dog when it comes to hunting in low level areas, you never know if you're going to bump into a exploration mission or fortress mission, which are usually 30 to 40% more difficult than the area you're at, and it's pure salvage. I strongly recommend looking for those areas once you think a zone that you're fighting in is too easy. Anywho, this is Kirk Maximus. I'm going to leave a list of all the mods I'm using.
I will be waiting in the ready room,
Oh,
Commander.
another thing is, hold up, before I quit,
You looking for a dedicated gunner?
is the missions. You might find that I have new music, new biomes, if you download all the biomods I told you about. Which, or sometimes I also do the base game music as well. The new music though is awesome. The new biomes you can go to are awesome, especially since they like to use a lot of memes from Battletech lore or Text Talks Battletech, stuff like that. They included into the devs have a good sense of humor, and I strongly recommend putting all these mods in. All right, I'm going to sit here, give you a chance to get a good gander at what mods you really need. Biomes, next pilots, pilot overhaul. Maybe these are the two that conflict with each other. I'm not too sure. Mod options, you definitely gotta have that. It's a base requirement. Get our Mac Lab, of course. Get our Clan Invasion, special variants. Hellfire and Brimstone just gives you more graphics, makes your missiles and your autocannons look cooler, and also sound cooler as well. which does kind of conflict with the corn sound mod, but I'll still get it in a way. Mech Elements was the one I got at Labde gave you 188 options, I think, with the pirate one. That's a pretty cool option. Becatinas. I gotta get talk right now. This mod right here is also a base mod that you need in order to run the other mods. Anyway, this is Kirk Maximus. Good luck. Have lots of fun. And feel free to leave a comment on the bottom if you need any help or what kind of interesting campaign you start off as. Thank you for your time and have a great day.